Hello and welcome to another Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever replay review. We have another dual cast replay review for you, Takedo and me, and we are going to upload the first part of this video to Takedo's channel, and the second part is going to be on my channel. The link is in the description and in the end screen. Enjoy!
Hello everyone, so I guess I'm going to start by introducing the players. On the left side we can see Artilax 11, he's playing a UEF, he is blue. And on the other side, we can see Spiotwo, he's red and he's playing the master race, Cybern, which I like. The players are pretty similar on ranking, they are beginners. Artilax is -77 and Spiotwo is -10. So both negative rating, but after this replay review, this will improve, I hope.
Alright, let's take a look at the starting build order Artilax is using. He has a Hydra very close to starting position. It is the most efficient way to get power in the game, but still he's building lots of T1 power generators.
And that is very unnecessary, and you have a very good tutorial for Russian Hydro, and that is the most efficient build there is right now. Unless there are some, well, there are some more efficient builds, but they are more advanced. For example, if there's a lot of trees to reclaim, you can alternate this build. But in all the other cases, if there's Hydro close to your base, always go for the Hydro.
Yeah, that's right. The build order tutorial is called Generic Build Orders for Beginners. Make sure to watch that. And this includes build orders you can use on most common maps. And as Takedo already mentioned, there are some ways you can add some variation to your build orders, but this is going to be map-specific factors. And that's why we call these build orders map-specific build orders and not generic build orders.
Exactly, and you can see the problem with your build order already. You didn't know what you are doing, I think, and you are already stalling -10 mass per second, which is pretty horrible. And if you watched Heaven's tutorial, you wouldn't be stalling, and you would feel much more comfortable with your build. And also you would have more time to expand and micromanage more units.
Yeah, that's true. A goal of those build orders is to make this starting sequence more mechanic, so to say. It becomes your habit to queue up those buildings and units like that, and you don't have to think about it anymore. The economy is just going to take care of itself, and this is how you can focus on watching the map and microing your raid units.
Exactly, and also part of the build order isn't just building structures, but it's also about building units. So as I can see in your factory, you are building about 5 NGs first, or 6 NGs even, before building any units that can protect them. And I don't actually count lab as a unit to protect NGs, because labs are designed to raid and to kill enemy NGs. They are not designed to protect your NGs, and you don't have anything to protect your NGs at all actually. You don't even build any tank. That's a huge issue.
Yeah, that's true. Your opponent is playing Cybern, and they have access to the assault bots, the Mantis bots, and they have more or less the speed of a light assault bot, but they are way stronger. So your light assault bot is going to lose against the Mantis bot in the 1v1, and those Mantis bot could really kill all of your engineers if your opponent went for a raid-centric opening.
Next up, I think you need to expand bottom. So bottom is a very hard to defend expansion. This is a pretty hard map to play in general, and I think you need to use your ACU to move bottom and try to expand there. There's 6 maxes and even more around, so you definitely need to have the area secured. So definitely not AFK with the ACU, but send it bottom on this map.
Yeah, there's absolutely no excuse for ever letting your ACU idle that early in the game. As long as you need the build power of your ACU, that is the equivalent of 2 T1 engineers, you want to have it build stuff, and as soon as you start to run out of mass and the ACU is needed in the field, you move it to your expansion. And the bottom is probably the best expansion to go. So
exactly.
Does it really matter if you go to the right side or to the bottom, Takedo? What do you think?
I think the right side is very dangerous. It's also much further. Well, not much further, but it is further. I actually don't know why everybody's going bottom.
Oh yeah, it's true actually. Like, this is not a perfect square. This is like a rectangle.
Yeah,
and
it's a little bit further.
Yeah, the bottom is the closer side. That's going to be easier to hold, and for your opponent it's going to be more difficult to raid.
I mean, actually, it's definitely a cool idea to expand the right with your ACU. It's maybe a thought for another time.
That's true. It's probably likely that you run into an ACU versus ACU battle, and perhaps neglecting the other expansion and bring units to that side could give you an easy cheese win.
And if you go back to the game, you actually need to build more factories than this. You have a lot of mass in your disposal. You have plus 27 income, which is fairly decent, but you need to build more factories to use this income. Right now you have kind of plus 4, plus 7 eco that you are not using. You also have some in your storage, and you are going to have even more because you have a transport that's potentially going to be expanding, I hope, and you are gonna get even more maxes, but you don't have enough factories, or you don't prepare for this income at all.
Yeah, that's true. There are 5 idle engineers that have constructed this point defense. They should have built some factories instead. Getting large-scale T1 spam is probably the easiest way of winning those beginner games, because many people just won't do it, and you can't beat spam with nothing. You need either spam yourself or a very good plan at countering the spam. So your first couple of games, like this one, should focus on building up a time and scale-based production lead using the build orders we presented in earlier videos, and that is how you can overpower your opponent very easily and enter higher rating ranges where the game becomes more interactive, and obvious mistakes like not having enough tanks and factories won't be forgiven that easily. That's a good environment to learn.
I have just a little small tip. Your build queue in your offensive factory now is 2 tanks and 1 RT. Maybe you should do about 3 or 4 tanks and 1 RT, because you are not being offensive and RTs are for breaking defenses, they are not for defending or raiding, and you are not attacking any defenses right now. So maybe I would suggest to build 4 tanks and 1 RT right now, not this.
Yeah, actually I have a video on that too. That's called Generic T1 Unit Compositions. And this video presents every sort of unit queue you would build whenever you don't have a specific reason not to build those. And for UEF, this would be 1 scout, 4 tanks, 1 arty. And you queue that up twice, put some engineers anti-air in between. And that is how you have a well-rounded army that is very efficient compared to higher RD mixes, for example.